Yeah.
Before we get into the match here, I want to find out from you, right? How would you defend, right? Because obviously you're a centre-back. How would you defend the Arsenal corners that come in? Nobody seems to be able to cope with them this season. We saw Chelsea the other night. They tried to send 3 players to the halfway line. How do you defend us?
Listen,
What would you do?
Arsenal is very close, and I think they will win. But as I said before, they have to fight against themselves.
AFTV, I'm here with William Gallas, a player that crossed the divide. 3 divides you crossed, yeah? Chelsea, then to Arsenal, then to Tottenham, right?
Yes.
So you can speak on all 3 of those things. I'll ask you this. During the week, Arsenal versus Chelsea, second leg of the Carabao Cup. Arsenal came out on top. What have you made of Arsenal this season?
I think, they deserve to go to the final, because this season Arsenal, they look very strong. They look like they are dominate every team they play against. So against Chelsea, it was completely normal. They won that game, and but what they did at Stamford Bridge was just unbelievable, because when you go to Stamford Bridge and you win 3-2, 3-2, even I think they could do better, because they let Chelsea
Let back in,
to come back. So they put a little bit more pressure on themselves. But, the first final, one of the first final this season for Arsenal is really positive. So now we have to wait what they're going to do in the Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup.
I've heard you in the past, right? I know you can be quite outspoken, yeah? And I've heard you in the past, and I think you've been right in the past when you said about Arsenal being able to handle the pressure. Do you think this iteration of Arsenal, this version of Arsenal, can handle the pressure? I mean, Champions League is coming. They finished top of the group, set a new record by winning every single game and there's some tough games in there, like Bayern, Atletico Madrid, away at Inter. But now they're the hunted, right? You got to a semi-final. They got to the semi-finals last year. And, they fell at the semi-final. Can they go all the way this year? Can they handle the pressure? Because a lot of people are saying they're the favourites.
To be honest, I don't know. Because the problem is, this season, Arsenal looks so strong. And they are on all the competition. So, Premier League, Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. So now the question is if they can deal with that 4 competition. That is the question. And the problem as well is when Arsenal are the favorite, they have more pressure on their shoulders. So can they deal with that pressure? I don't know. I don't know what they are thinking. I don't know what is the priority of the club. If it's the Premier League, Champions League. That is the question.
When you played, right, what would how did you handle that pressure? Because it is pressure, and when people start, especially when you was at Chelsea, right, people be assuming, you would have been in the Champions League, you'd be the favourites, right? How did you handle that pressure?
I think everything will depend of the players. I think the players, they have to speak with each other. They have to explain, the situation, how close they are to win something this season, and they can't make a mistake, because if they don't lift any trophy, it will be the big mistake from the players. And they have to understand this. But for example, if we speak about the Premier League, How many points we have in front? 7? No.
6 at the moment as we're doing this. Could be more.
So you got 6 points.
Yeah.
So normally you can't have a pressure.
That's not going to give you pressure.
6 points in front. All the time when you play, you are dominate your opponent only against Manchester United. You know, everybody was nervous. Players was nervous. Fans was nervous. But I can understand the fans was nervous because they know their team very well, but the players, I didn't know why they were nervous. Why? You play against Man U, you play at home, you know, you have to play your game. If you don't win, you draw. So.
You don't think they should have no nerves, just go and do what they got to do?
Just go on the pitch and enjoy your game. Enjoy your game. You know what you did from the beginning of the season is unbelievable, you know. So just carry on.
Okay. I've got some quick fire questions to give you, right?
Yeah.
Before we get into the match here, I want to find out from you, right? How would you defend, right? Because you're a centre back. How would you defend the Arsenal corners that come in? Nobody seems to be able to cope with them this season. We saw Chelsea the other night. They tried to send 3 players to the halfway line. How do you defend those?
Listen.
What would you do?
If I give you what I think,
yeah,
the problem is maybe the opponent team will take my advice, and it's not good for Arsenal.
All right, keep it to yourself. All right, yeah. We don't want them to know, because it's working well for us this season.
Because I know how you can, you know.
So you think you got a solution to it?
Yes.
All right, give me one little.
It's something, and that was when I was playing with Chelsea, something Mourinho did.
I'm not. You know what? I don't want no one to know. You can tell me after, but keep it secret. Yeah. Like, it's working well for us. Right. I've got some quick fire questions for you. Right. Now, as I said, you was a centre back. You can choose one of the Arsenal centre backs to play with, Gabriel or Saliba. Which one is it?
To play with
you're gonna
play with me.
They're going to play with you, right? It's going to be a season where the two of you play together. You can choose one, Gabriel or Saliba. Why are you choosing? Tell me who you're choosing and why.
To play with me,
yeah.
I will choose Gabriel.
Gabriel, why?
Because my football was a little bit similar. I mean, similar than Saliba.
Yeah.
I mean...
Just kind of ball playing. You can bring the ball out.
Because Gabriel is a defender who are more on his opponent and aggressive, you know, and Saliba is just little bit behind reading the game, you know.
Okay.
So if I play with Saliba, we have almost the same style.
Okay.
So that's why I will choose.
All right. That's a good answer. Toughest ground to go to in the Champions League. What is your hardest away day?
Sorry?
The hardest away ground to go to in the Champions League.
I don't know.
There was none that stood out to you that you thought, I don't fancy going there. Or you just went with no fear to these places. Somewhere that was really hostile.
Maybe
Besiktas.
Yes.
Yeah, I know them Turkish teams.
Yeah.
Really, really hostile places to go. All right. Who's going to win the Champions League this year?
Good question.
So I asked you.
I don't know. To be honest. I think right now it's very difficult to give any club. Arsenal will be there. You know, if they carry on like this, and that way they will be there. You got Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they look good. They beat them, no, Arsenal beat them, but that was earlier on, but they have looked good.
Yeah.
Good, some good players.
And the problem is, you know, when you, on one game, everything can happen. So for example, let's say you have that final, Arsenal against Bayern Munich. Most of the people will tell you Arsenal will win because they already play against Bayern and they won. But one game, you know,
Can go either way.
can go, I mean,
Have you got maybe a team, an outsider that you think, watch out for them? Is there one team that you're thinking no one's really, or maybe, could even maybe PSG again? I don't know. One other team or?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Okay.
Barcelona.
Okay.
If they go to the final,
Barcelona.
it will be very difficult to play against that.
Who's going to win the league?
Listen, right now, Arsenal is very close, and I think they will win. But as I said before, they have to fight against themselves. I mean, if they don't win the league, it's not because Manchester City or let's say Aston Villa was very good this season. No, it was because Arsenal fell. Because right now, you know, 6 points in front. From the beginning of the season, they were dominate the Premier League. They got everything, you know, to be champions. They got you fans behind them, you know, and yeah, I think if they start to put too much pressure on their shoulder, so that's why I know some fans are a little bit nervous. I mean, because what happened in the past, especially, you know, against small team, you know, at the end of the game, it can be the draw. So that means you are losing points and you give the opportunity to the opponent to come back to you. So they have to go on that level, you know, they can control the emotion.
Control the emotions. Well, listen, thank you very much, man. You're looking well as well, man. You're looking well.
I try.
You're looking well, man.
I try to stay fit, you know, it's not easy, you know, with the edge, it's more difficult, but yeah, I think almost 2-3 times per week I go to the gym, you know.
Well, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Try to
You're inspiring me now. The one thing, the secrets you know about defending them Arsenal set pieces, you don't tell no one. Yeah?
But I'm telling
Don't go to... You
if
got,
I get to
you
someone,
got Tottenham in a couple of weeks. Don't be going there telling them nothing. I know you know people over there. We got Chelsea soon coming up. Don't tell Chelsea nothing either.
I know that. That's how we keep it.
Okay.